So here's a question. Do you ever think about which celebrity has true staying power and will be remembered forever? So director Cameron Crowe told the New York Times that Clint Eastwood predicted that Tom Cruise will be a legend in 100 years. Tom Cruise. So Lauren, do you agree with this take?
I just feel like in 100 years, like, what about now? I feel like I feel like Tom Cruise is like one of the last big movie stars, you know? Before we started getting into streamers and movie stars started going back to television. I mean, Tom Cruise, I mean, he was in Rain Man. He was in Top Gun. He was in Days of Thunder. I just feel like he's got such a resume, and I understand that he's moved into the action movie space over the last 10-ish years, but he loves it. I mean, he's made it very clear that he wants to do stunts even at his own peril. So to me, it's like, I don't think the action movies negate his extremely impressive resume that came before then. I mean, I think he's one of the big actors of our time.
Yes, yeah, you know what? I would have agreed with Clint if he said we're gonna think of him as one of the best action hero actors of our time 100 years from now. Because when I think about Tom, although he has a very lengthy and very successful career, I only think about him when it comes to certain movies, which is Mission Impossible, all the action movies, right? Where and I think about him as being one of the top actors who does his own stunts, which we all like to watch. But when I think about his range, I feel like there are other actors who are just as successful who have shown that they have way more range, like Matthew McConaughey. He has shown himself to play the boyfriend, the surfer, the lawyer in Lincoln Lawyer. My favorite, Dallas Buyers Club, where he was phenomenal and he completely changed his appearance. We haven't really seen Tom do that. And I'm not hating on Tom. He's a great actor, but I feel like Matthew, then there's Leonardo DiCaprio, then there's Brad Pitt. When you look at their filmography, you see a lot more range in the characters that they've played. So I would enter those other men into that chat as well.
I'm gonna jump one step further. I like all those other men that you also said, and they are also less problematic than Tom Cruise.
Melissa!
Our memories are short, and I don't want to drudge up old business, but I'm gonna. Am I the only one who remembers the couch jumping scenario on Oprah? Am I the only one that remembers the stories that the Hollywood headlines said that Katie Holmes was basically being held hostage by Tom Cruise and the Church of Scientology? Am I the only one who remembers it? So when I think legend, listen, the old movie stars of the past, we didn't have social media. We didn't know a lot about their personal lives, and that was probably a good thing. Because a lot of them were probably problematic. And I'm not saying I'm here looking for perfection in what I would say legend, but I would say that when you talk about range and when you talk about what their personal lives are, for better or for worse, we now know a lot about their personal lives. So I don't have an easy time separating him from like couch jumping, so he doesn't have legendary status for me. A lot of people ahead of the line.
You know what I think is the funniest part of this is that anybody in Hollywood would be legendary 100 years from now. I would like to think that there will be, but I feel like the next generation, their legends are like TikTok stars and YouTube stars. I hate to say it, if we want to have people who have legendary status in our kids' minds, we gotta start really introducing them to the love of film now, if they have any hopes of continuing that.
What's film?
Exactly. That's it.
They don't use it. They don't use it anymore. So yeah, it's a great question.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. Anyway, moving on.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.